Welcome to Ish I Saw on TikTok. In this series, we look at TikToks and some stitched responses where something very prevalent in dating today is discussed. Then finally, I'll provide my commentary at the end of just me being myself, unfiltered and unadulterated. Hi, I'm Janelle, the relationship coach behind The Successful Invisible. I work with successful, savvy, wonderful, professional Black women, single professional Black women who are 35 plus and are seeking just better dating options and have no clue where to start. Check out my links below if you're interested in working with me one-on-one or in a group coach setting. The goal of exploring some of these TikToks is to spark discussion and help you to develop more awareness, including self-awareness, in some of the patterns you've either engaged in or allow in your own dating life. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
3 signs your partner is jealous of your success and your blessings. I don't know, it's just like you're a workaholic or something. Like, you take everything so serious. You can't just chill a little bit? Like, damn, ain't that serious. I'm not trying to be a hater or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, like, damn near anybody could really just buy some weaves and start selling them. I mean, I could buy some weaves and start selling them if I really wanted to, so it's really not that crazy. And the LLC, I mean, come on. I can go on the internet right now and get an LLC. I mean, I just want to spend more time with my baby. Is that so much to ask for? Like, you know, I barely see you anymore. Like, I used to see you like 7 hours in a day. Now it's like 6.5. It's like you don't even care about our relationship. Like, you don't even prioritize us no more. Here.
These are the signs your man is jealous. He don't want to take you nowhere. He's scared another man gonna get you because he know he ain't doing a good job. He ain't doing nothing for you. He got low self-esteem. He don't want you to have no confidence. And he know there's a better man out there for you. Number 2, he don't like what you wear. When you dress up in a nice outfit looking good, he swear you looking for another man. He knows you are too good for him. You look too good for him. And he knows another man will appreciate your beauty. Number 3, he don't want you to have no friends. He ain't got nobody to call him. He ain't got nobody to invite him to the party. All he do is sit at home, look mad all day drinking beer. But all your friends always calling you to the party. They always coming back. Come on, girl, let's hang out, have a drink. He lonely, and he wants you to be miserable while he lonely. Facts.
Be careful about a person that's always playing down your successes. You should never say things like, I don't see what the hype is about. It's just a promotion. Why would you ever say something like that? In a relationship, we should be supporting and building each other up. Encouragement versus or against discouragement. I should never be discouraging someone to do something. It's okay to give a balanced perspective, but if I'm constantly, y'all, discouraging my partner's ideas, if I'm always playing it down, if I'm not authentically celebrating that person, that may be a sign.
If your confidence, your light, your success is intimidating to a man that is not the man for you, you keep asking, why is my light intimidating this man? The better question is, why are you entertaining a man that's intimidated by your light? How many of y'all right now are entertaining men you know you too strong for? If you too much for this man, then he's not enough for you. Walking around with that light you carry, queen, will limit the dating pool. Not putting up with bullshit will limit the dating pool. So if you know this, why the f are you entertaining the person you are supposed to be limiting? Let me tell you something. A man that's walking confidently in his own masculinity ain't intimidated by you being successful. That man will be your biggest cheerleader. He will realize that y'all are teammates, that your wins is his wins. He ain't in competition with you. Your success don't make him feel small. It makes him feel proud. Why the f you think that God would send you somebody that's secretly jealous of that shit? If you with a man that's intimidated by your success, he ain't right for you, man.
3 signs when a man is jealous. Number 1 is when he starts to check up on you more frequently than he used to. This could be because his ass is jealous and you might not be giving him enough attention. Number 2 is when he starts asking your friends about you. Hey, Shaniqua, I haven't talked to Jessica in like Like 3 hours. She okay? Number 3 and the funniest one. He gets quiet or cold around your male friends. Hey, babe, this is my best friend Tyrone. What up, man? How you doing?
Yo, what up, G? All right, now.
I'm just going to assume he's not a big fan of Tyrone. Follow for more advice.
He can't love you properly because he's jealous of you. He cannot love you properly because he is secretly in competition with you. He cannot love you properly because, honestly, if he was to treat you the way that you're really supposed to be treated, and if he was to lift you up to your full potential, then you would recognize that you are too much woman for him. He can't love you properly because, for real, he knows for a fact that he's not supposed to be dating women like you. He caught you at a vulnerable moment. He caught you at a point in life where you weren't feeling your best and you wasn't thinking your best. And he slid in there and act as if he was the best thing for you at that time in your life. But what you really didn't know was he was a leech, and he's sucking on you for dear life, and he's holding on you for dear life, because if he lets you go, your life improves. His declines tremendously. You're sleeping with the enemy and you don't even know it. That's why he can never be proud for you. That's why he never claps for you. That's why he never cheers for you. That's why he never applauds for you. That's why he never encourages you. That's why he never supports you, because if he really lets you really tap into your full potential, you'll realize that you don't need him.
Man, this is crazy. And I'll be sitting back and thinking like, damn, why is these dudes out here jealous of these women? When have we got to the point in our life now, man, that men are jealous of women? Men are saying bad things about women because it's a reflection of them. They masculine. They think they like that. They don't listen. They 304, but we 305s. We don't listen. A lot of men taking on feminine traits. They got women taking care of them. They got women, grown women raising them. A lot of these mothers still at home with their mama. A lot of them ain't had no goals and aspirations. A lot of them ain't taking care of their children. So you're going to say these women taking on masculine traits because they doing everything that we supposed to be doing in the relationship? Come on now. Don't be.
Ladies, sometimes your biggest enemy is actually the man that you're actually in a relationship with. Because a lot of these men, especially these narcissistic men, be in a whole competition with their girl. And the reason for this is because they feel like the better that their girl does, whether it's in career or anything in life, they feel like they're gonna find better. Perfect example, you ever been with a man and you start doing better for yourself, you got a better career and everything, and the first thing they want to do is say some toxic shit, and it's because he's insecure. He feels like the minute that you do better, you're gonna find better, and that's because he's not doing what he has to do as a man to make you happy. I remember I had this one friend, and his girl was a CNA, and she ended up graduating school and becoming an RN, and the first thing that he told her, instead of celebrating her, was, oh, you're gonna be around a lot of doctors, so I gotta watch it with you now. Like, that's the most low testosterone, narcissistic shit to say to somebody. Like, don't deal with men who can't applaud for you when you're doing good for yourself.
One of the worst feelings a person can experience in life is finding out what they've been put on this earth to do, what their passion is, and not having a supportive partner or spouse in their life to help them get there. There's nothing more heartbreaking than seeing your dream in front of you, but you can't go pursue that. You need to be working overtime. You need to be making that money. We can't take a financial cut to pursue that career. No, you have bills to pay for. It is the most heartbreaking situation to be in, and you don't want to be in it. Now, some of you may say, well, my spouse would support me. Well, great, you're one of the lucky ones. For some of us, get this, your spouse can be jealous of your rejuvenated joy in life. Both of you have been working jobs you hate for so long, then all of a sudden you have a passion. You've changed. They see that and they hate that. And if you're married to the wrong person, they could pull that dream away from you because misery loves company. So again, if you're in your 20s, don't get married. Invest 5 to 8 years of your life dedicated to you. Discover what your passions are, what you've been put on this earth to do. Invest in yourself because you don't want to be caught in that situation.
Never trust a jealous man, and never believe that a jealous man is jealous because he loves you. A jealous man will tell you he loves you over and over again, even after he's hurt you after one of his jealous rages. The moral of this story is a jealous man will kill you and won't serve but a few years. You'll get a life sentence, meaning the death penalty. He'll get 20 years and maybe serve 8. And your life is worth more than that. So if you're in a situation like that, please do what you need to do to become safe, even if it means leaving, because love doesn't hurt.
A jealous man will take your life. Everybody love you. Everybody like you. You got family. You got friends. You got support. He don't have that. He never had that growing up. So he feels bad. And when he see you with it, that jealousy. He wants you to himself. He don't want you to go to work. He don't want you to handle business. He don't want that. He want to keep his eyes on you every day. Everywhere you go, he want to go. You can't go to the store, he want to go. Go to the party, he want to go. You can't chill with your friends. Oh, you going to go see another man? You can't chill with your family. Oh, you meet another man there? I'm just saying, you ain't got time for that. You ain't got time for that. You can be by yourself, do bad by yourself. Guess what? You can do good by yourself too. Because you ain't got time to stress. If I'm going to stress on my own. I ain't going to stress because of somebody else. They got problems in their life they can't fix. So if you got a man that's healed, that's real. You got a man that's broken, kick him out the door. I'm for real.
Let's jump into my favorite part of all of the content I post on YouTube. And that's just my thoughts, where I get to kind of express what I feel about whatever we have read or gone over. So let's get into it. All right. I really felt led to post about this particular thing where signs that a man is jealous of you. And I really liked that the guys that I, downloaded their TikToks for this video had some really salient points that I think that the women I serve, I know myself specifically, have encountered these things. When you are an educated Black woman and you're out defying stereotypes, climbing the corporate ladder, building businesses, creating your dream life, you are going to have a lot of people come against you. And of course, you have the usual suspects who are going to come against you. But I have found this a lot, especially more in Black men when I've dated. And I've heard this from clients as well. A big one being there's a lot of discouragement with your ambition and then downplaying success. That's a huge one. I know we've all seen this or heard this in some way, shape, or form, especially if we've done online dating, is where a man will say, oh, a man's not impressed by your little degrees. First of all, he calls it little, trying to downplay, trying to negate, trying to minimize. And then he is talking about your degrees. To me, that's haterism. That's jealousy, because a man who has his own degrees, multiple, is not saying that to someone else who has gone on that journey and put in the work, the time, the effort, the money, the debt, the blood, sweat, and tears, the sleepless nights, etc. So a man who says that is automatically, I'm going to put him in the bucket of jealous, but just someone who does not wish you well and doesn't wish me well. Like, I would not deal with someone like that. And then the guilt tripping. When other tactics don't work, and you will find the guilt tripping comes from family who may not be as successful as they want to be, and or who are trying to keep you from your success, reaching your fullest potential. So that's a sneaky one, because it can come from a variety of different sources, as well as the downplaying success. I think that's a big one. Isolation, I haven't experienced this personally, but I have, worked with clients and have had friends who talk about, they have dated someone who's jealous of them, and this person doesn't want them to go out with friends, doesn't want them to hang with family, is really trying to isolate them. And that is a really big red flag, because it's also a marker and a common practice of somebody who is abusive. That is a common ploy that an abusive partner uses to cut the lifeline, basically cut the safety net, get the person that they wish to abuse away from their support system. So, huge one. If you sense that's going on, I think women need to be aware and address it immediately, meaning in the relationship, because that's not healthy. There's nothing good that's going to come from it. And then I think this one is more subtle, but someone who's in competition with you, there are far too many men that instead of competing with other men, especially men who are not doing what they're supposed to do and fulfilling their own potential in life, they want to compete against women. They want to compete against their partner. So, in the saying that many of us has heard, sleeping with the ops, this is what it's talking about. These men are jealous. These men are angry. These men are not fulfilling their own potential by doing their own work. And instead of self-reflecting on that and doing something about it, taking action in their own lives, they spend a lot of time trying to sabotage and set up and tank their partner. And the biggest thing that I really want women to get is that it's important to be honest about the person you're dating and always keep very grounded within yourself, so you're not so far in you just allow yourself to be used and abused like this. Like, always be okay to walk away. I don't care how invested you are. And I've seen this work in the women in my own life, family especially, who have been married for very long periods of time. I mean, 40, 50 years or more. I'm talking long time. And the relatives who always maintained a sense of self, the women who have always maintained a sense of self, these are the women who knew if they had to pivot on a dime, they could, because they never got so far into the relationship that they weren't willing to walk if something was not right. And I believe that when your partner knows that, it's a lot less likely that those negative, toxic traits, even if they embody them, they know that they better deal with them because their partner will leave them. And it's not about it being an open threat. These are not women who are with their partners for money or anything like that. They are there because they love them and they're with them, but they never lost their sense of self. And I believe you only can maintain your sense of self when you're being very honest with yourself about the nature of your relationship, who you're dealing with, and how things have changed. I know recently there was Money Love, the songwriter and a musical artist, who filed for divorce from her husband because she feels that he doesn't support her. He seems to not be able to handle her rise of fame and success. And I believe they've been married about 9 years. And I think that is a very common thing that a lot of women experience, where they're rising, they're going forward, and instead of their husband, partner, who, whatever it is, encouraging them, moving forward and being happy with them, they're sleeping with the ops. Like, they are sleeping with someone who is actively trying to sabotage and harm them because this person is so jealous, so angry, so whatever, so entitled, whatever the case may be. And jealousy, I think, is the root of all of it, is that instead of working on their own success, they're trying to harm somebody else. So there are a lot of signs out there, and I think the best thing that women can do to guard themselves against these signs are always maintain grounded within yourself. Don't surrender yourself to a relationship. No man walking this earth is your savior. It don't work like that. Know that, okay, at this point in time, this partnership seems to be very positive for the both of us. If that should change, this relationship may need to change. And when you always keep that in mind and at the forefront of your mind, I have personally experienced that you move differently than when you want to go all in and surrender all. Fairy tales don't exist. Disney ruined all of us, and that needs to be unlearned. So positive, healthy mindsets can go into a relationship, and a part of a positive, healthy mindset that a woman needs to have a healthy, mutually beneficial relationship is knowing how to recognize signs of somebody who is doing things to harm them, including signs of jealousy, and knowing when it's time to walk away. So I really appreciated the viewpoints that the men gave in these TikToks about, signs your man is jealous of you, because there's a lot of people walking around in denial or not wanting to face some facts about the men that they're dating, partnered with, married to, etc. So use this as just a point of self-reflection for yourself, and really ponder, is your partner jealous of you? Are they showing signs? Are you trying to do something different than what they think you're capable of? All of those things are going to lead to a situation, and Only thing you can control is how you choose to handle it. Thank you for joining me today for this episode of Ish I Saw on TikTok, Signs He's Jealous of You, part 1 of 2. Watch this video again, take some notes, reflect on your current and former romantic situations with men, and take your time with this one. Really think through it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, check out the links below. Also, check out my podcast, The Successful Invisible, new season publishing soon on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Until next time, this is your relationship coach, Janelle, signing off.